So Black women ask for promotions and pay raises at the same rate as white women, but they get worse results. A 2018 Women in the Workplace study by McKinsey and Company described Black women being even more interested in advancing than men, but achieving lower results. How do you coach women of color to ask for what they want?
So just to a side note, there was another study, and I don't know the name of it, but it was the same. Black men asked for raises at the same rate as white men and actually would get less than what they asked for when they asked for a raise. So this question comes to me often. So first of all, I just want to say, even if you get less, you get even less if you never ask. You have to put that into perspective, because you read these studies and then you think, I shouldn't even ask. It's not saying that you don't get if you ask. It's saying that you get less than white women when they ask, right? So first and foremost, you still have to ask, because you're going to get more than if you never asked at all. Let's level set that.
Right.
Now, part of the challenge is that we ask as if we aren't different. We expect as if we aren't different. And so if you can begin to have the audacity to say how being different is an asset and a value, I can't guarantee that you're going to get the same increase that you would get as the white woman. But if you tried to promote yourself the same as a white woman, knowing that bias is going to be baked into the equation on how they see you, you're going to get less. I just guarantee you, if you don't actually say that you're different, but you try to say that you're the same and that we're all equal, and then promote yourself in the same way because bias creeps in, you're going to get less. So instead, you disrupt the bias, right? So you talk about how your unique perspective, the things that you bring unique other than Sue and Jane, right? Because Sue and Jane had to do this X, Y, and Z, but because your life journey required so much persistence, and it was just something that you learned growing up to work twice as hard, one of the things that you do is that you don't just solve the problem as it's presented, you ask the question to see if we're solving for the right problem, right? That is what Black women do all the time. That's an obstacle that we always have to overcome. So we're really good at doing that. But we don't talk about being good at doing that. And we're better at doing that than most other people. If that's the thing, then you explain why asking a different question is more valuable, right? And that's because I'm different. And you don't have to say it's because I'm a Black woman. It's just because I have a different perspective. And your difference becomes a differentiating factor that makes you more valuable. So they actually see what you're bringing, because you're not trying to say, I'm the same as these people.